When it comes to couples, what we call a couple is any two people who seem to be having trouble getting along to any degree and who presumably want to improve the quality of their interaction. Now, granted, most couples, as we define them, are romantically involved people, married or, from our perspective, they're married. I mean, not necessarily legally married, but they're a couple. But we occasionally see couples that are composed of like a parent and a child or co-workers. Those are very, very common in this context because in some cases you're forced to work with somebody. By forced, I mean, that's your job, you don't want to quit, whatever. And you might have a coworker who might, with whom you might have difficulties getting along and being productive with. So coworkers, very common, and parent-child, very, very common as well. And although they're not romantic type couples, we define for this purpose, them as couples. And here's how we address. We tell them, or I propose the notion to people that there are no couple problems. There are individual problems that affect the couple. This is just a premise. This is just an idea. Based on that, this methodology has evolved that we have been using for many, many years, and we have been successfully able to help many, many, many couples improve the quality of their lives. So the way we do this is it's a hybrid process. We meet a few times together, the three of us, and then we meet a few times individually, meaning with each party of the couple. Because when we meet together, what we're attempting to discover is what are the issues, the individual issues that are adversely impacting that relationship. And then we individually address those individual issues. That particular process seems to work really, really, really well. The one question that arises, of course, is what happens is if one of the parties is not interested in engaging in the therapeutic process. And if that's the case, which sometimes it is the case, what we suggest is that you get started by yourself as an individual. Because we can always find something that you can improve on yourself that will, in some way, improve the quality of the interaction as well. So sometimes we have to be a little bit of a leader in this case and actually take the initiative of helping ourselves become a better person. It doesn't mean that all the problems are your fault. It doesn't mean any of this. It just means that if you actually want to have a better interaction with that person, then it's up to you. If the other person is not interested in joining you, then it is up to you to get started with the process. And people who have done that in the past have discovered that oftentimes they inspire the other person to also become better, even if they don't choose this particular route or this particular alternative, because people are free to choose other ways of improving on themselves. But by all means, if you're having difficulty with any interaction, get the help yourself. If the other person is interested in joining you, perfect, fantastic, even better. But if not, get started by yourself because you're worth it. In other words, your life is going to be better, not just in relation to that interaction with that person, but in general, your life is going to be better as well. Good luck.